Oh, hi! What's up, y'all? I'm Jonathan Stein. Welcome back to another tutorial video. Today, I'm about to drop some piano knowledge on you. I'm gonna show you, due to a special request, how to play the chord changes to my song, Driving. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a second, isn't there just like one chord in that song? I'm gonna show you how to play that slick-ass second part. And as a bonus, I'll also show you how to play the first part, which is literally just one chord. So let's go, let's get into it and learn some slick shit. All right, so let's just get the freebie out of the way. The first minute and a half, 2 minutes of that song is literally just a C minor 9 chord. And it's on a Rhodes. Hold on, let me find the Rhodes setting on this thing. Oh, electric piano, that could be it. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, I can actually work with that. Huh. Not as nice as my Rhodes, honestly. It's basically just that. I don't know if you can see that. But a nice, just classic root position, minor 9 chord. Fun fact, I did actually play it on the push, but I'm gonna show you the exact same voicings on this bad boy right here. So if you can play that, you're off to a good start. All right, now let's get to the heavy lifting. And by the way, this is great timing for me to drop this video on y'all because all of the previous vids from the last 2 months have been working up to showing you all these chord qualities, plus one brand new one, which is gonna be awesome. Ha ha, I'm excited for that. So, we get that drop that comes up, it's all ploppy, then you hear that little finger snap, and then we're gonna go to our first chord, which is a big ol' C major 9. Now, check out this voicing. We're gonna start with the left hand, and we're gonna get our nice open position triad. Now, just to review what that is, an open position triad is a triad, which is 3 notes, hence the tri, and it's a root, a third, and a fifth. Now, the standard triad is closed position. Closed position meaning that all the notes fit in within one little octave. So to make it open position, we're just gonna take that third, 1, 3, 5, and take the third up the octave, and suddenly it's a 10th. And now we have root 5, 10. And it sounds awesome and big and powerful. We're gonna do it down here in this nice juicy bread and butter register. So C, G, E, root 5, 3, or 10. I'm gonna start calling it 10 and start to make the connection that 10 and 3 are the same thing. Just 10 is up the octave. So let's play it by itself, and by itself, it's a wholesome, full, very satisfying chord, especially in this sweet spot register right here. Right hand, here we go. In the middle, in that C3 zone. Is that C3? I think it is. So now we're gonna go 7th, the 9th, 3rd, with another 5th up top. There it is. This is a classic major 9 voicing down to every interval and position here. And it's basically going to sound good in all registers. If you want to spend some time with just this voicing and move it up and down through all 12 bass notes, now's the time to do it. Hell yeah. What I'm talking about is this kind of thing. And you'll notice that a lot of these keys for this chord, that big open left hand thing, you can't quite reach. It really depends on your hand size. So if you can't, then do this roll thing. Like F I could reach okay. F sharp, I could reach it. G, I could reach it. A flat, not quite. So I'm gonna roll, I'm gonna go. And then hold down the pedal so that it stays ringing. So this is me just taking a little side tangent to play through all 12 C major 9s with that voicing. I'm sorry, major 9s with that voicing. Here we go. We're back to C major 9. Now the reason we started here with this G on top is this G in the key of C is the 5th. It's a powerful, assertive, dominant note. Ooh, I said dominant. That is because it is called the dominant note of the scale. The 5th degree is always referred to as the dominant, and I think it's named that for a very good reason. It really conveys a lot of strength. So when you use it prominently, melodically, you will literally be conveying a dominant, assertive, strong melodic quality. So back in from C major 9, now we're gonna go to F minor 9. So first things first, let's get our big O position left hand triad. There it is. And now with the right hand, we're gonna build a ninth chord, but I'm gonna keep the G on top. So I'm actually gonna switch to my right hand thumb because it's easier. Boom, there it is. We have the third, the fifth, flat 7, and the ninth, which was the same note that Pinky played in the last chord. And this is probably the most standard minor 9 voicing. You'll notice that your right hand is actually playing a major 7 chord, but its root is a minor third up from its bass. So it's kind of like you're playing A flat major 7 in the right hand, but with F in the left hand. And together, you get this big, full, rich, lush, dreamy, moody sound. And same thing, if you want to have a play with this voicing, I know we've kind of covered this in other vids, but nonetheless, have some fun with this one. Move it around. To know all the keys at your own speed, not like what I'm doing. Alright, back where we are. Let's quickly review the bridge between those two chords. It should feel very smooth, and honestly, these two chords is a beautiful progression in itself that you could have tons of fun with and make albums with. So just practice going. Maybe with 4 beats each. Maybe beatbox with your mouth. I got lost in that, sorry. Moving on, chord number 3. Now this is a brand new type of chord, at least for the piano series we've been doing. I've kind of hinted at it in other vids, I think, but it's an amazing chord. It is the sharp 9 chord. Now just real quick, what's going on here is it's gonna be a dominant chord. Remember that word dominant having to do with the 5th degree. So what's unique to dominant 7th chords? We're talking about 7th chords here, by the way, as opposed to major 7 or minor 7. A dominant 7 is going to be like a major 7 chord, but with a flat 7. That's what gives it its dominant quality. So let's just arpeggiate a very simple, primitive version of that. Root position, closed position. 1, 3, 5, flat 7. Now you know this sound in the back of your head, regardless of what you know about music. The immediate associations with this chord is jazz, old-timey, maybe even classical music, you know, this type of thing, or maybe a more jazzy version of that. Long story short, it all comes from the same origins and has all just traversed forward in time and developed in all sorts of ways, but it's really all the same. Everything is everything. So, to get that sharp 9, now we're talking about the 9th chord version of this, which would be kind of like what we did for our other chords. Root 3, 5, 7, 9. Now this is a natural 9 up here, and this also sounds extremely jazzy. Now you're thinking like 1920s, 30s, Duke Ellington, Count Basie, you know, all this Gershwin, Cole Porter, these old, classic, elegant, lush, beautiful songs and styles. It's all kind of summed up in this chord here. And more on that later, honestly. But if we want to make it a sharp 9, then we take this 9 here, and we're literally just going to sharp it, which means we elevate it 1/2 step. So watch what happens when we move this A to an A sharp. Ooh! Ooh, that is tangy. Ooh, that's tart. I can taste it in my mouth. It's like eating the rind of citrus. Ooh. Which could be really good if it was just put in the right amount of dark chocolate and bounced out with a little bit of sugar. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So soak in this voicing. It actually sounds great in this register, in this type of Rhodes sound. And maybe what comes to your mind with this voicing is kind of this James Brown, funk, 70s, Tower of Power, Earth, Wind, and Fire thing. And you were absolutely right to think that because that's a big part of that sound. Let's just quickly make some observations about this chord. It is both major and minor because, fun fact, this sharp 9 is kind of actually exactly the same as a minor third. But then there's also a major third with this B natural here. So it's kind of like there's a B flat. Technically it's an A sharp, but we could get away with calling it A flat between me and you. Don't tell anybody. And this B. So if you were to condense this into closed position, it would sound and look like this. Crunchy. Literally crunchy. That's happening. Although I gotta say, it voices much better when instead of putting the half steps together, you space it out into a 7th like such. So, now let's put this into context. So, the left hand is just going to be an open position major triad. We've covered this before, but it's G now. Root 5, 10. So we're in this range here. What makes progression slick is that your hands, especially your right hand, should move as little as possible to kind of create this kind of very stable, calm, but drippy and fluid state. So we're going from this shape for our C major 9 to this shape for our F minor 9. Pinky is still on G. Now this next chord, the pinky is going to move up to the A sharp, which makes for a nice little melodic movement. And that puts us here for our G7 sharp 9. Now for this one, you honestly can do the B with your left hand, but it is a little easier to do with your right hand. I'd suggest doing it this way. So this is the chord. Big, juicy, sexy, crunchy, tangy, bitter, tart, complex. It's like a good dark chocolate, honestly. Kind of spicy, maybe has some chili flakes in it. Ooh, I like that. And play with this chord, move it around through all keys as well. Kind of tricky. It's just an interesting chord. So do this on your own, back where we started. Get into that juicy register. So now, let's cycle through the 3 chords we already have. We've got beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And honestly, these 3 chords can make its own lovely progression. Check this out. Kind of weird that it's a 3 chord cycle, because normally it's 2, 4, 8, that kind of stuff. But why not? Repeat it. R&B for days. You get it. Have fun with that. But we ain't done yet. Actually, we're not even halfway there yet. Next chord. This is one that we know already. We're going to keep our right hand in that area and keep our pinky on the A sharp. It's about to become a B flat, but don't worry about all that. So this is going to be A flat major 9. Let's set it up. Left hand, open position triad. Now good news, you're going to be able to play that 10th with the right thumb instead. So just do 1, 5 the left hand. And you know this shape. This is classic stuff. So this voicing of major 9, your right hand is actually playing a minor 7 chord. One that you know very well. And then a major 3rd down, you play a root, and a 5th, why not? So it's an interesting little parallel to this type of voicing for a minor 9 chord where your right hand's actually playing a major 7. When you play a major 9, your right hand is playing a minor 7. Ooh. Once you start getting used to that, it gets pretty damn simple to go through these 2 different types of voicings, and you realize how closely related they really are. All you gotta do is change one note to put on bottom, and the whole feel of the chord changes, but the rest is the same. Anyways, this is our 4th chord here. So now let's cycle through the 4 chords we have. Here we go. From the top. Once again, it makes a nice progression. Beautiful. All right, let's keep going. So now we have a very quick little passing chord. It only happens for 1 beat. You could play it and extend it into 2 beats, do what you want, but you could omit it honestly and it won't change much, but it's stylish, it's cool. So let's take it from A flat maj 9. And real quick here, we do this thing here, which is a C triad 1st inversion. Now we talked briefly about first inversion chords. That means it's a triad, but instead of the root as the lowest note, the bass note, you move that root up, and now the third is the bass note. So if it's a C first inversion, or C/E, slash indicating that E is in the bass, then we literally just have to put E, the third in the bass. We're doing over pinky. And we're going to do its open position triad, which is also wonderful in this register and fits nicely under the left hand. So E, C, the root, and the fifth. Remember, it's just like doing this, but we take this, put it down here. And the right hand, we're just going to do a C major triad. And you get this sound right here. Big, regal, strong, assertive, but not aggressive, not dominant. Just strong chord. It's a triad. It's just another iteration of a triad. And this is coming from the A flat major 9, which is a pretty interesting sound. It doesn't seem like you'd expect that. You can just practice that for a sec. And that 2-chord progression has its own vibe as well. So let's put this into context. We're going to use that chord I just showed you, the C over E, to go right to, this time, F minor 11. So here we go. We've got A flat major 9, 2, 3. Woo! That's what we want. Let's Let's quickly take a look at this voicing right here. Now this is the same as the F minor 9 I just showed you, but we got an extra note up top. We got the 11th. So what does the 11th mean? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh shit, it's all the way up there. The 11th is the same thing as the 4th, just up the octave. So now we do want to go 1, 5, 10 with the left hand, so that with the right hand we could go 5, flat 7, 9, 11. And this is the granddaddy of all minor chords. This has got all the good stuff. Can't get any better than that. Beautiful, full, rich, lush, 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 lush. So let's practice just those last 2 chords. This to this, this to this. Just practice that a bit. And also feel free to move any one of those chords through all keys and get to know it better. Now's the time to do that. Let's run through everything we've got so far. We're really close, actually. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the major 9. And yeah, cool. All of that one more time. Chord. Yeah, baby. Alright, next, from this F minor 11, we're just gonna slide everything down 3 half steps. So that would be 1 half step, 2 half step, 3 half steps to D minor 11. Exact same voicing. So why don't you just practice that real quick? Go from F minor 11 to D minor 11. Once again, another sick-ass mini chord progression. But I digress. So, let's just keep going since we're almost done here. We got 2 more chords. 2 more chords. Hang in there, y'all. It's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so sweat. So, F minor 11 to D minor 11. And now, here is minor 11's super cool, chill twin brother or sister. Can't really decide. The major 11. So all we're going to do with the left hand is drop the pinky and pointer down a half step to D flat. And the third will stay the same because it's going from a minor third of D minor to a major third of D flat. And now with the right hand, similar things are going to happen where the thumb and middle are going to slide down a half step to the 5th. That stays the same, becomes the major 7th. That becomes the natural 9. What was originally the natural 11 now becomes the sharp 11. This interval here. otherwise known as a tritone. Ooh, more on that in another vid. Stay tuned, fans. Let's hit this whole voicing. You're gonna need to do that left hand roll thing, unless you've just got big ass hands. Cool. Let's practice that MIDI progression as well. Also an awesome little progression. I'm talking about going from D minor 11 to D flat maj 11. Really graceful, really buttery and slick. It's like as if the notes in the chords were just bending and dripping down to the floor like molasses. Ooh, so drippy, so gooey, so sticky. All right, we're so close. We just got to this D flat maj 11. One more chord. We've already hit it in this progression. Easy peasy. Go back to F minor 9. Oh, and what's this? We don't have to move our right hand at all? Boom, we're set. It's already chilling right where it needs to be. You just gotta go from this to this. And back to the top. Here we go, let's hit it, baby. All, technically 9 chords in total. 1, 2, 3, One more time. Beautiful! Hell yeah, y'all. If you kept up with that, congrats. You are next level and you are ready for that next. If not, let me just remind y'all, my videos are super duper challenging. The whole point of these is to start you from scratch at a simple concept and work you all the way up to something that honestly you could practice for the rest of your life, that I could practice for the rest of my life. When I make these videos, the beauty of this is I'm not only teaching you, I'm teaching myself, and that's how I try to live every damn day. So if you watch this and you were able to take one little piece from it, learn one cool little voicing, learn one cool thing to do with the hands, then that's beautiful. Walk away with that, take that, wake up tomorrow and know that you have that skill literally under your hands and see what you could build upon it tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. I promise you, you will just go above and beyond into that next level dream state. Whatever you got up here, you can make it a reality. It's just a matter of time. So, for those of y'all that already have this down and are potentially JNTHN super fans and want to just do a cover of this, which would honestly make me so happy and all blushy and smiley, if you send me a video of you covering the song, playing the chords, doing a beat of it, singing to it, seriously, that would make my day. So please hook your boy up and send that, because I would love to see what you do with this, or if you remix it, whatever you got. So I'm just gonna do quickly a pass or play the chords, sing the damn song. It's the same stupid lyrics like 8 times in a row, so not that hard to figure out. Here's what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, You will listen to that brand new shift and make you wanna grab your love and dip. Roll them flowers up, hop up in that whip. I'm driving straight into forever. Yeah. I'm driving straight into forever. Yeah. Driving, yeah. You will listen to that brand new shift and make you wanna grab your love and dip. Roll them flowers up, hop up in that whip. I'm driving straight into forever. Yeah. I'm driving straight into forever. Oh, yeah. You know I'm driving. Oh. Thank you so much for watching this. Hope you learned something from it. I hope you got inspired. Wishing y'all all the best in becoming your true, limitless, creative Swiss god. Nothing but love. Stay Swiss, y'all.